Hey guys, this is a block of nothing here. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since we made a video. I've been having errors and issues, of course, with getting videos out there. The last video, that was just by luck. Unfortunately, I didn't want to put that video up on Halloween, but, you know, whatever. I had to just go with whatever it gave me because I've been trying to upload videos for months. Months. Or that entire time, or that time span from between my last video and the video before that. Anyways guys, we have a little update video for, I guess, regenerative scales, but then again, it's not really regenerative scales. Well, it's imperfect right now is what I'll say, because it's not fully built yet, but this build is doing freaking amazing so far, and I will be showing you clips of what I've been doing before. And I've been swapping out abilities like Venomous Claw, because I want to do damage to players, obviously, PvP. Take Flight, between Take Flight and Flawless Dawnbreaker for the weapon damage. And I'll show you what the overall weapon damage is right now with the slotted. It's 1,604 weapon damage. Plus I'm also using the Warrior Stone, so that's just a bonus, but I'm thinking about switching out the Warrior Stone for something reasonably good. Because, well, right now everything's just pretty much basically, it's pretty basic, really. We do have tons of physical resistance, tons, like Jesus Christ, I don't even know how I did it myself. But buffed up, this is our physical resistance, and on our back bar, our resistance is just reduced by a little bit, but that's okay. I was thinking about getting the Lady Stone for, or the Lover for, or, you know, whatever it is, for physical and spell resistance, just to have even more, because I'm, well, basically a tank. I'm not even really supposed to be DPSing with this, but yet I'm somehow am. We are a vampire. Now, you're probably wondering, what the fuck am I doing as a vampire? Well, I've done some research, because this is like a second or third time as a vampire, and I never really used vampire because I kept deleting characters with vampire on them, and I never really took advantage of it. So, increases your magicka and stamina recovery by 5, so this is good. Was thinking about changing this race to an Argonian, or redoing this entire process just to make an Argonian that does this exact same shit or something, or a Imperial. Either way, because, well, more health, obviously. I want more fucking health than what I currently have. But either Argonian or, well, you know, Imperial would do. So increases your magicka and stamina recovery by 5. And blood ritual not important. Ah, this is the one we are actually looking for, and this reduces your damage taken up to 33% based on your missing health while you are below 30% health. This is strong, and 2 out of 2, I'm assuming it's gonna times that 33% to 66% or something, or 40, maybe 50, I don't know. I've never really, this is my first vampire, so I don't have a goddamn clue, but I'm pretty sure you guys will have a goddamn clue. So, unnatural resistance, this of course is, I have CP for this anyways, for my current thing going on, but still. Everything else I don't really care about. I only care about this and this. This I'll, I guess, get, and this I'll put 2 out of 2 because I can, because it's just because it helps. It's the more, it just helps, alright? You're wearing all heavy, alright? Just all heavy. Increases your magicka or stamina, your heavy attacks restore like 25%. Increases your healing received by 8, which is good. And spell weapon damage, of course, stacked up to 20 times. Increases your max health, so it's 12 max. Increases your health recovery, blah blah blah, by 24%. You restore, and that's every 4 seconds, of course. Physical and spell resistance, that's pretty good. So, just know I've done everything with this character, and what I mean by this character, I mean just being a Khajiit. Because I had no fucking clue what the fuck I was doing. So, you know, don't judge me. Increases the damage of, well, to be honest, I don't really need any of these passives, unfortunately. But maybe in the future I'll find a way to utilize them. Maybe. Well, actually, I do have one ability I'm utilizing, so that's good. And this, I guess this counts too, so. Still need to get this one skill point for that, and yeah. We have Take Flight as our backup ultimate, or Flawless Dawnbreaker for more weapon damage, or, you know, Dawnbreaker Smiting, either works. In my opinion, I guess, I'm just going with the strategic thing by doing Flawless Dawnbreaker to increase weapon damage while slotted, plus this will increase by 3% for having it slotted, so, and I have it 3 out of 3, so it's 3%, so that's like 6%, obviously. If I had another ability, it would be maybe 6, but, you know, we're not really using anything else right now, of course. So. But, yeah, we need, I was doing Berserker Strike 2 before, but realized it's not gonna cut it because the ultimate's too high. I need something that's quicker, easier to throw out there if you want to keep your sustains good. Keep sustaining. And this helps, oh yeah, sorry, wrong passive. This helps. Battle Roar to restore health and stamina, magic, and stuff like that, of course. You know, just gonna add everything. Spell Wall, I did just morph this just a minute ago, because, well, clearly, I want to block everything and all projectiles so I can throw it back at fucking players for throwing a bunch of fucking shit at me. So, you know, just to say, go fuck yourself. You take your shit back. Piercing armor, of course, because, you know, you have to for that spell and physical resistance to help out your teammates. Because basically, I'm able to sustain long enough for my teammates to die, respawn, come back, and help me, like, save my ass in, like, battlegrounds and shit. Invasion, shielded assault morphs. This is good. I've taken down players, had enough time to buff up, heal. I could stand there for, like a minute, basically. Like, long enough to just, like, this is what it looks like, okay? I shield assault. The guy has, like, probably no stamina. If I'm out of stamina, I'll just, like, heavy attack him. Buff up my health. Freaking heavy attack him again, and use reverse slice to finish him. Because, well, that's my execution. If you're wondering why to choose reverse slice, because it's an AoE effect, and, well, I'm usually in a fight with tons of players, so I use Crave because it gains me minor heroism, granting you one ultimate every 1.5 seconds for 9 seconds. Freaking lit, because degenerate ult. What's not lit about that? Of course, you know, rally and vigor, as I mentioned before. Pretty good. Dazzling Swing, clearly want to use that because I love stunning players. I would use Wrecking Blow, to be honest, just to spam it. Just to get, you know, empowering my next hit. But you know what? I'm not gonna do that. Because I know I can't always use Invasion. Because players are gonna probably want to stay on me. Well, if I want them to back off, Daisy swing the fuck out of them. Put them down. You know, Dragon Fire Scale reflects 4 projectiles for 4 seconds. The reflected projectiles deal 30% additional damage to the attacker. So I'm assuming their damage and plus 30%. So, you know, it hurts the hell out of them. And players kept usually doing this, so I kept just like standing in one place, kind of spamming it after the duration went away. And you know, they got tired of it and they, you know, kept basic attacking me and such, blah blah blah. So, molten armaments. Charge you and your allies' weapons with, you know, granting major sorcery, increasing your spell damage by 20% for your own damage with fully charged heavy attacks is increased by 40%. Now, first of all, skip the major sorcery. That's not even important to me. That's just a buff for my group, basically. So that's only an optional. If you're someone that heavy attacks like me all the time, this is basically what I fucking use all the time. So I do nothing but heavy attack in this build. You can't really basic attack ever in this build without, like, for a minute without losing your resources. So you have to, like, basically heavy attack the fuck out of this. But there is a replacement for this, which is what I was talking about, because it might, you know, change the build from regenerative scales 2.0 to tank bomb, because we have in here magic detonation, which, if you know, morphs into Promoxiamine, players are gonna want to come at me, of course. I'll just activate it. You know, they'll be dumb enough to just probably stand next to me, probably. If they haven't seen the ability in work. If the morph is still around, I'm not sure if it's around, but the last time I seen it, it did some fucking damage. It will hurt the fuck out of everyone who's around me, and I know it's gonna be like a team of players that's gonna be on me about like 80% of the time. So it's gonna fuck them up, and I can spam reverse slice, pop this open, spellcaster, reflect that back. Hey, do cyclone with this too, cyclone, reverse slice and such. And if I need it, probably I would use Flawless Dawnbreaker, or I'll just use my current ult, take flight, smack them down hard with it, man. Oh, that would be disgusting. Disgusting damage to do. Now, even though it'd be like very little damage, basically, but the thing is, Promoxiamine depends, it goes up, it's 25% for each target that's next to me, so it's up to 250% depending on how many players are next to me. So, now, right now, this is basically hybrid build because I have points in both, as you know. My armor, tons of physical and spell resistance, as you can see, lots of health. We have health and stamina one, that's actually, I was just random when I picked that, so, but lots of health. Tons of physical and spell resistance, seriously, like, as you can see, most of my armor here has physical and spell. Force, reinforced, too. Some other reinforced armor. We have infused and, you know, and stuff like that. um, you know, necklace, just more health, health, even more health, Jesus Christ, and more physical resistance. But that's the Thunderbug's ring and such. Thunderbugs would be kind of good for this, actually. I mean, it just depends, really. I mean, it just depends on what you want. But I know for a fact we have a lot of physical resistance in this. Tempest, shield, health, and reinforced. So, our greatsword, defending. I just now checked and see if it was defending. I didn't even actually know that before we started this. Training, that's not good, really. I prefer, I guess, defending or sharpened. But training is just, I guess, what I got from it, of course. But whatever. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I think I've talked about this build long enough. Oh yeah, forgot. I almost forgot. Food, once again from Seattle. So, nothing special about that. In fact, I think I have my food active right now. Yeah, I do. Disable food, my actual stamina is that much. My health, I think, decreased or increased by that. I'm not sure. Let me check again. Yeah, it decreased. Just by a bit, but, you know, and the increase is good. Still, 37k is pretty good. Resistance is crazy. I might end up changing the warrior stone into the, lady, I mean, not lover. The lady. I think I said lover earlier. But yeah, the lady stone for more physical resistance and such, because by the time I'm done with this build, it's just gonna be pure tank. Pure tank. Nothing besides divines. Like, divines on my thing, like on all my armor. Maybe, just maybe, a couple infused for bonus health. And I want my set to come from health. And another set for, I guess, something that's like tanking purposes. Or maybe a set that has weapon damage in it from heavy armor. So, because right now, my current Moonstone isn't really what I want it to be, but I guess right now, since I'm kind of quick on my mount, we're gonna change it to the lady, not the warrior. I don't even really want the warrior anyway. Anyways, now then. Physical and spell resistance by 2,752. This is very good. So now what's 290? 290. Sorry, 29k. 29k spell resistance and 29k physical resistance, making that 34k spell and physical resistance. Only 300 points off, really. By the ways, these fucking, like, enemies can't even really, do anything to me. Because, like, and this happened before, I went AFK, come back, and then I'm like, Oh, I'm sorry. Am I being attacked? And, you know, look down to see either a mud crab or something that was attacking me. At the time it was a zombie though. The zombie didn't even really do anything. So, oh yeah. This is something that happens, the thing, over when you get hit like 20 times or something. As you kind of saw, that was the, heavy armor breath thing, of course. So, gotta get hit like 20 times, blah blah blah. Get extra damage, and stuff like that, of course. So, that's just the thing. Very tanky, very tanky. I'm not gonna lie. It's seriously, players have been having trouble killing me. I absolutely love this tank. Now, I'm thinking about turning this character into an Argonian. Because, well, like I said, health, you know, and get health back and such. But I'm also not thinking about doing that because since I'm a vampire, increases your health recovery by 20%, stamina recovery by 10%. Health recovery, that's affected. So I'm kind of having a little immunity to that right now, which is a good thing. But anyways, guys, I am gonna leave you with the footage of what you see, what I did with my build before I had like kind of the things now, I guess a little bit, and me soloing world bosses. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and you know, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Also, forgot to mention CP in this, so just so you know, 14 Warlord for the break free, 10 in bashing focus, just cause. Reduces the cost of it, which is important, because I want to maintain resources. 15 in healthy, because, well, we need health regeneration. Plus, we're going to be a freaking vampire in a minute, so that's going to be a thing. But I'm pretty sure once we have maxed out, this is going to be 20, this is going to be 15. This, 25, 10, 10, 10, or 15, all of these, because this is important to maintain all of those. This will be 30, because I'm usually blocking most of the time anyways. But then again, I might change it so it's 20 and this is 20 because I do happen to possibly find myself in situations where I have to roll. So I'll probably end up putting this to 20 and 20. Blessed, increase your healing done by... It's not... I just feel like if I have this, it'll help with my current healing. As in skills as this and this will help. And it seems to work. I don't know if that's true, but I think it works better like that. Besides, I did notice it did increase after I did that, so that's just something to know. Anyways, the Astronauts. 10 in physical weapon experts. This is supposed to be 10 soon. 10 in shattering blows because fuck people in damage shields. Am I right, lads? 10 in damage over time effects. Once again, this is where my abilities come into effect. Anyways, crit healing, stamina abilities, piercing, and physical poison and disease damage. Bam. 8 in Ironclad, that's about to be 10. Spell resistance 10. Physical, this is crit resistance 10. That's gonna probably be like 20 or 30 when we're done here. 10 in damage over time effects because that shit is annoying. Like, come on. This, definitely gonna need to put more in this because we're gonna become a vampire soon, so that's important to have a lot more into this. Poison damage and stuff like that. Yeah, we're gonna need like 15. This will be like 25. This will probably be like 15 too. Overall, this stuff is gonna be more when we're done. All these might end up 15. Health, quick recovery. This is good. I do want to put 10 points into this because this is something I'm missing. Clearly, it is. I want to put like at least 15 points. Put this to 20, and probably end up leaving this or put 15 into this. So that's all. That's all I wanted to show and mention to you guys because forgot to put CP in my other video with my regenerative scales. Build. But anyways, and yeah, this is PvP and PvE. I didn't have any PvP clips, unfortunately, but just know that this works for PvP. Okay, 100% approved by yours truly. Alright? 100% approved. And, yeah, once again, hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.